Is it slightly sacrilegious to be talking about my religion while listening to Shin Megami Tensei music? No, I'm seriously letting you ponder that. Okay. Jokes aside, though. Yes, I have mentioned it in the past that I am indeed a Christian. So, I've never actually talked about this, though. And this is something that needs to be talked about. And that is the exact type of Christian I am. If you don't know, there's different subdivisions of Christians. And no, Catholic is not one of them. Catholic is its own goddamn religion. It's literally its own thing on the side. It is not the same thing as Christianity. There has been many different things about it. I have opened my mind to it before. They do have interesting stories and such. In-depth stories that they really read into little things they found in the Bible. Giving characterization to the characters that didn't have much characterization to begin with, like Michael the Archangel. I think he only appears like once in Revelation, if even that. But so yeah, it's a heavily different religion. I don't understand it much myself, so I'm not gonna be talking about it really. Instead, though, Christianity has its own, like, subdivisions, that we call denominations. We've got the, Baptists, we've got, I'm trying to really, like, think of what they all are. Hold on. Let me actually look that up. Just give me a second. Hello, Wikipedia! And what's hilarious is this is obviously outdated because it's got the Catholic Church written down straight as #1. And I just literally got done explaining why the Catholic Church is not actually part of Christianity. It's very related, but is not the same religion at all. So, we've got the, Presbyterians, those guys tend to have quite the opposite belief of Baptists. I'm surprised I'm not seeing Baptists actually on this list. Might show up in minor branches. Eastern Orthodox, Oriental Orthodox, Restoration Naturalism, and Montanism. Wow, I've never heard of those ones before. It's gonna be the minor branches. Okay, see list of church denominations. What minor branches? 1 million. Great. And they're not even all accounted for. Try this. List of Christian denominations. Okay, so we've got the historic guys that I just went over, it looks like. Angelicism, there's one I missed. Lutherans, Pietism, Anabaptism. Huh, never heard of that one before. Swarzunal Brethren movement. I think I can pretty much stop at this point. Geez, this has like a list of at least 13 of them. At least. But, you get the point. So, what makes United Brethren different from those denominations is our core belief. Every single church religion looks at the Bible a little differently. Our core belief is going to blow you away when I tell you what it is. So, to even tell you what our core belief is, I need to tell you how our religion was formed. Or not our religion, but our denomination. The United Brethren denomination was formed literally by two church leaders meeting up from different denominations saying, you're a brother in Christ, I'm a brother in Christ, we are united. Thus the name United Brethren. And that is our core belief. You believe what you believe, I'll believe what I believe. It doesn't matter. We're brothers. That is the core belief of United Brethren. So, one of us could believe that, and there's a lot of different theologies that go into the Bible, which is what particularly makes the United Brethren so freaking awesome, is that all these different theologies, not a single one of them have to be correct, and not a single one of them have to be incorrect for you to believe this, a subdivision of Christianity. Whereas with different subdivisions, especially divisions like Baptist, Presbyterian, they are very strict on what theologies they believe. But what's cool about United Brethren is it doesn't matter. So one of these theologies, this is my favorite and best example, is about the very beginning of the Bible. So the beginning of the Bible says that the earth was created in 7 days, and exactly how it was formed in those 7 days. And I've been off and on this certain theology myself. So there's two camps for this theology. There is the creationism camp, where it was all 7 days, God all at once, It's still 7 days in the evolution side of the theology, but this side of the theology theorizes that God just put in place everything that needed to happen, and we got those things over the course of time that we needed within those 7 days. Because if you actually read it, we get certain things first, and the sun doesn't come till like, third, fourth day? We get land and water first, if I recall. And sky. But then we also get the sun and moon within the middle of that. So the sun and moon also got their formations in there at some point as well. And it really does fall in line when you really look into it to some of the Big Bang theories, and I call it the evolution camp because part of the idea of this evolution theology is that when God put everything in place, we still did the whole evolution thing from the cell to now, basically. And then everything that happens in the Bible from the start of time is exactly what happened from the start of time. That actually goes all the way up to recorded history. And it does fall in line when you actually read a lot of the Old Testament and look at some of the history. That's why we keep the Old Testament in the Bible, after all. Because Christians are not Judaism. Christian is not Judaism. We're not about the laws that the Jews follow. We're about the new law that Jesus put in place, or at least most of us are. There are some Christians who don't believe he put forth a new law, but it does say specifically, and I actually have a chapter, I believe it was, I can't remember. The chapter that I specifically like to reference is either Matthew 6 or Matthew 7. I'm pretty sure Matthew 7. But that is the chapter I like to put forth as evidence to the fact that Jesus came to put in a new law. In true, we're still supposed to follow the new... We are still supposed to try our best to follow, like, the 10 Commandments, but it's a new law and a new order set in place. We're not going to be found guilty like that just because we lost every freaking night. Hell, I know that's a problem. Or that somebody, you know, I'm trying to think of other very serious ones that were in there. But basically, you're not instantly going to hell just because of that type of thing. That's what Jesus is there for. Not to say that repeated error is okay. You're still supposed to try and improve. That is what my religion is about, is improving yourself. And trust me, that is a very hard process. You guys have seen months upon months of me trying to get my head straight and stop looking at porn. Which honestly hasn't been successful except for when I've had a system in place. In which I've been off of the system due to lack of cash for quite some time now. Which is why you guys haven't seen any recent videos on that. I think the last one was like about half a year ago. If even that. But yeah, you guys have seen months upon months of me just trying to get over that. And that's because that's part of my religion. That is something that I need to improve on. A flaw I see myself, basically. It's not about finding flaws in other people. And that is where the downfall of my religion actually comes. Because, being that my denomination here believes in you believe what you believe, I believe what I believe, I live with a lunatic mother who's also in this religion. And she is very hardcore about the Old Testament laws. Don't worry, I still get to eat bacon. Don't worry about that. But that took a lot of convincing, because she thought about cutting out bacon from our diet, and I was just like, no, you cannot. But there's been a lot of other things that she upholds. She does not believe that Jesus is the new law, but that's her belief. She can believe that. That is a theology thing. I kind of put forth that it was in my religion that, but it's not exactly set in stone that that's exactly what my religion is about. Again, it's a I believe what I believe, you believe what you believe thing. And honestly, that's the one thing that sets our religion apart. And I will attend any type of church. I don't care what the denomination is, but the main denomination churches that I go to are United Brethren. And that's if I even go to church, because I honestly don't believe in going if you can't pay attention and all that. And I'm always so fucking tired in the morning. I've heard that people at the church are actually starting to worry about me because I've been missing so many weeks. But no, it's just because I believe that if you're going to go to church, you should be paying attention, getting something out of it. It's there to help teach you, help you point out your flaws. And that's actually one thing I also believe is if you're going to go to church, you better be going there to improve yourself. You can't just go there and say, oh, all these fucking hypocrites, because the church is basically God's hospital. It's a, well, the building is anyways. It's a, you're here for a reason, I want to help you find that reason type of thing. My religion is not this spitfire, hell, brimstone kind of church. I mean, we can have pastors like that, but I have yet to see any pastor like that make it past any United Brethren church board, because we uphold the you believe what you believe, I believe what I believe theology. Again, that's really what sets my denomination apart. And I don't know. just something really made me want to talk about that. And I didn't even have the Bible in front of me. I was talking about the freaking Christian. Well, I do have a Bible in front of me, but I didn't grab it and read from it. You know, I did set out a chapter from it to read if you so desire, but I didn't read from it myself. That's for you to do if you want to. But yeah, so. Well, I guess it wasn't really something that compelled me to talk about it. It was really the fact that the last video I recorded was that review of the If movie from 1968, I think it was. And if you saw that review already, you understand why I kind of wanted to talk about what I believe. Because in there, I was also talking about how I'm such an anarchist. I'm not a full-fledged anarchist. I'll say that much, but I certainly do not like authority. I am not a fan of following instruction. I'm more of an independent person myself. I think I've proven that quite a few times. And by the way, another thing about this, I believe what you believe thing, it does give me an excuse for all the cussing that I do. Not the goddams and such. I do let that slip out because it's natural for people to talk like that. Though I really need to stop saying that. It's just kind of a natural thing, you know? I mean, even when I was saying it, it was... But I mean, like, just the standalone words, not any, like, taking the Lord's name in vain part. None of that, but the actual, like, curse words... I believe that is actually perfectly fine. Yes, it does say in the Bible, do not curse. But, again, theology goes into this. What does this do not curse thing mean? It means don't curse people. Don't frickin' plague them with bad luck or something like that, you know? Don't curse your enemies to death. Don't... You get what I'm saying? That is what I believe that verse means. After all, it does come at a point where very recently it said, thou shalt not do witchcraft. I don't think it says it in those exact words, but that's where it's coming from, you know? So, I honestly think it's just an add-on to that. Oh, well, it's not witchcraft, I'm just, you know, I wish you to die type of thing. You know? I'm fairly certain it was just a, you shall not wish people to die type of thing. Which, I kind of said that kind of weird. But I'm sure you get what I was trying to say there. But as far as swear words go, I honestly feel they're okay. They're natural. They're there for us to use. They are language. People like natural, like, speaking. I know not a lot of people... There is a good chunk of people that don't like swearing, but a hell lot more love to hear people swear. And let's be honest, it is the most human thing we can put into our vocabulary. It is the most natural thing we can put into our vocabulary. I've put in some big words in my vocabulary, and I'm still using swear words. Why? Because it's natural. And I haven't even used any of those big words that I put into my vocabulary recently, other than some of the denominations that I was talking about earlier. I'm talking about words like facetious, transient, excuse me. I'm trying to think of other ones that I've put in there, but you get what I'm saying. But either way, so, I hope I've educated you some. I hope, you guys understand where I'm coming from. I hope you guys would love to see more, would love to hear more about that. I hope you guys would, go and seek out more information yourself. But yeah, I think that's all I've really got to say about it. It is a very interesting ideology that my denomination is under, and I just really wanted to talk about it. So, that is where I'm going to end this video. So if you liked it, please leave a like and subscribe. There are links in the description. I shall see you guys in the next video.
The truth is I was crying down inside in my life. You were stuck in my mind. I was lost in your eyes with my letter. Waiting to be left inside my